What's your favorite scary movie?
Do you ever fantasize about
damn enchiladas?
That's much too vulgar a display of power, Karen.
Let me ask you one question. Are you having fun?
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Because I promise you, you and I are going to have some fun.
Oh, no.
It is time to keep your appointment with the Wicker Man.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Shut up, you bitch hog.
Game over.
Yep, of course, it's that time of year again where we here at the Dreadcast, i.e. me, Tom, suffer some wonderful technical issues that pretty much disappear one part or a whole entire episode sometimes. It sucks. It really sucks. Or if I wanted to be super truthful to all you wonderful fans out there that have still stuck by us over all these years, I'd probably go ahead and say that I accidentally overwrit the first audio recording of this current episode and lost about half hour's worth of audio. It's good, that, isn't it? It's really good. Oh man. It happens once a year, at least once a year. So hopefully this is it for this year. I can't sigh enough. Apologies to everyone and Nick, especially because he wasn't aware of this, for this snafu. So yeah, Nick, I'm sorry you're finding out about this for the first time. I didn't have the heart to tell you, but we haven't lost all of the episode, thankfully. But we shall persevere. This is the Dreadcast. My name is Tom, and Nick, as you can see from the video watchers, hello, welcome. It's just me for this beginning part because of said issue. Nick will be joining us later on in the pre-recorded part of the episode. This is the rest of our top horrors of 2025. This will be from 10 down to 1. The parts that are missing, let's just go with missing for now rather than I goofed, are 10, 9, and 8s. So it's not too much. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to briefly run through our individual notes on each film, each select film. One or two of the films may come later on, which is that's our rule. That's when we'll discuss them when they become higher up on the list. So hopefully, all in all, we've not lost too much in the way of the episode. Fingers crossed. But just before I get into it, though, you can find actual real episodes that we've completed without any issues, bar 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, on our YouTube channel simply by searching The Dreadcast, or wherever you get your podcasts from, again, simply by searching The Dreadcast. We just passed our 4-year anniversary. Going strong. Still love talking about horror. Still love what we do here. It's casual, it's chill. And we've got plenty more horror films to come. There's a never-ending supply of horror films, so we ain't going anywhere, even if we do have any technical issues to come in the future, which is definitely going to happen. I'm sure of it. Oh, dear. And finally, you can send us a letter if you'd like to, or any questions or trivia or anything you want to send to the mailbag at thedreadcastpodcast@gmail.com. That is thedreadcastpodcast, all one word, @gmail.com. So, for my number 10, I had Companion. Big fan of Companion. Came out about a year ago. Very simple story with a nice little twist. Big fan of Jack Quaid. Around that time, from Screen 5 onwards, he had a good little run of films, and this was no exception. Also a big fan of Sophie Thatcher. She also had a good little span of films and TV shows like Yellow Jacket. She's in Maxine, Heretic. So yeah, great couple in the film. Great story. Paid off. Nice payoff at the end of the film. This to me actually could have been an number 8, 9, or 10. Really, these next 3 films for me really kind of sit in the same position. Really, just good quality horror films. I wouldn't say the film is necessarily scary. But I would say it's written well, it's performed well, there's a lot of good twists and turns, good characters, and it's just an enjoyable film, really. And I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, I believe Nick had it a bit higher, quite a bit higher up on his list. So, yeah. So, for Nick's number 10, he has chosen, by the looks of it, Black Phone 2. This wasn't even on my list whatsoever. I thought Black Phone 1 was okay. Neither here nor there. But I had no interest in seeing a sequel even be produced. So when the sequel was made, greenlit, produced, made, came out, zero interest to go see it. And I know we do a horror show here, but in my eyes, that doesn't mean we need to go and watch 150 horror movies every week, whether they be on Tubi, Pooby, Booby, all those little streaming services. Okay. It's like I'm not going to go into the Pooniverse and all that jazz. Black Phone 2 did no interest for me, but it did for Nick. So I'm going to quickly read out some of the little notes he's put down for his number 10. Very enjoyable movie. Having the dream sequences shot with lower visual and audio quality made them stand out more. Okay, pretty straightforward. He did say more in the actual recording, but again, unfortunately, I lost it. And I'm sorry to everyone who's listening to this now. But again, we're going to get through all this quickly so we can actually get to, I believe it would be 7-1 on our top 10s, where we'll be a lot more in depth about the countdowns. So as far as I'm aware, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Please do. This is not just an excuse to get you to comment. We'd love to. Black Phone 2 felt more like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'd like to discuss that. So yeah, leave some notes in the comments what you thought about Black Phone 2. So my number 9 in this list of our top horrors from 2025. A lot of tots in that. My number 9 was 28 Years Later. I loved 28 Days Later on a rewatch a couple years ago. On release, a few years after release, I wasn't a big fan of it. Way into horror, but was not a big fan of it, unfortunately. So it's taken that long of a rewatch to truly enjoy it. Then, of course, after watching that, I had to watch 28 Weeks Later again. And again, enjoyed it immensely, a lot more. Has its issues compared to the first, but really enjoyed it. 28 Years Later, I think sits in the same category. I mean, I think Days is the superior of the three, not including Bone Temple here. But 28 Years Later is a quality film, quality horror film. There's a few issues I have with it. Very specific issues I wasn't a big fan of. For instance, how they imagined the sky to look when they're being chased by Samson, giant rage-filled zombie. It looked a bit too fantasy-esque for me. It's a very little nitpick. I adored the ending because it's a hard one. Being British, it's a hard one. And if you know, you know. I adored the ending for the fact, not in a million years could you guess how that's going to end, how that is going to turn out. It's an unfortunate character, unfortunate person to base your character on. It is what it is. But obviously in this universe, the atrocities never happened or were never revealed. They probably did happen, just never revealed to the public eye. So there's that. But I thought the ending was superb, and I'm still yet to see Bone Temple, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I thought Aaron Taylor Johnson's great. I'm hoping, I do hope his character comes back. I really enjoyed him. Ralph Fiennes again. Ralph Fiennes' character is fascinating to me because in the trailers, I got the impression that he was the antagonist of the film. So I was pleasantly surprised to see he wasn't. So yeah, a few little points there. So 28 Years Later, I'd quite like us to do a little episode on the whole series in the future. I think that'd be really interesting, especially if once the third film in this new trilogy comes out, if it ever does. I'd love to us to do a little retrospective on the whole series. So yeah, that's my number 9. Again, these are very short and sweet because I want to get to the point. I want to get to back to the actual episode. Just get through this information that we lost. So next, number 9 is The Damned, a fresh film to the list, a film I had never seen. I had heard of, but I'd never seen, and it's definitely on my to watch list now. If you have seen it, leave some notes in the comments. What did you think of it? 2024 release, festival release, but released in the UK in 2025, and that was the rule for our list. It had to be a UK release 2025. Obviously, I think Nosferatu had like a New Year's Day release here in the UK and was released in the States prior to that in 2024, so wouldn't have counted. Same with Toxic Avenger, which we'll get to. That was very much a delayed release. But Nick's a few notes on Nick's number 9 being The Damned. Really beautifully shot. Visuals, the landscape breathtaking. Filmed in Iceland. I've personally been to Iceland, and yeah, it is one of the most breathtaking countries you'll ever go to. So you will start to notice. I found over a lot of TV shows and films, you'll start to notice a lot of the same locations after a while. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Other things Nick has written down here. Really good slow burning psychological horror. I could go into the rest of it, but most of Nick's notes are the plot itself. So I'll tell you what, we'll do that. So 2024 festival release. Eva, a young widow, manages a remote fishing outpost in an Arctic bay in the 19th century after her husband was killed in a shipwreck before the movie starts. Isolation location. Can't reach the nearest village overland because the mountain is impassable in the winter. The village witnesses a shipwreck on the Teeth, aka jagged rocks near the distance offshore of the bay. They realise they don't have the supplies to sustain any survivors, so Eva ends up agreeing with the majority of the fishermen and makes the difficult decision not to try and rescue them. Later, a barrel of salted pork washes up on their beach, and they make the decision to head over the Teeth to try and recover more supplies from the shipwreck. They find some survivors clinging to the rocks who all try to enter the boat, leading to the captain/lead fisherman being pulled overboard and the crew having to abandon him. All they got was some brandy and lamp oil. The next morning, bodies wash up on the beach and they set about burying them. One corpse has live eels in its stomach, and the cook starts talking about the Draug. Draugr. Nordic folklore. Basically an evil revenant or a zombie. They are typically malevolent. Their intent is to do harm. Eva starts having bad dreams about a dark figure, and other crew members start acting strangely. Some suffer paranoia, some from delusions. They end up attacking each other and killing each other. Eva ends up confronting the draw and shooting it before burning it alive. It is then revealed that she actually killed and burnt the survivor of the shipwreck whose language she didn't understand. The ending is kind of ambiguous as to if she realised this or not. Now, I'm not going to read up Nick's plot synopsis for every film, but I just wanted to do it for that one because of the fact it was a somewhat new film to our list and discussion. Was the fact I certainly never saw it coming in the list, and it was more so for you guys out there. If you're listening, if you found that interesting, go out and check it out and let us know what you think. And finally, Nick's number 8. Before we get into the episode proper, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, without me just waffling, we actually have a proper discussion. Let's get this done and dusted. Let's get me out the way. Is Frankenstein. Del Toro's Frankenstein, which you can find on Netflix. Let's go through his notes, shall we? I'm not going to go through his notes, actually. Because the man wrote a book about these notes. The man really enjoyed it. And I remember when we recorded this, I think it went on for about 2 hours, 47 minutes describing this film. Fair play, Nick. So what do we got here at the bottom of his notes? 2.5 hours long, doesn't feel it. Flies along at a brisk pace. Visually beautiful. Great score, sound, costumes, set design, all in all, fantastic movie. Only so low? Does that make sense, Nick? I'm going to say only low point because it's not scary, more horror adjacent. I can understand that. I mean, scary is subjective. The original Frankenstein isn't overly scary now. I imagine back in the 30s, it may have been, especially with an incredible performance by Boris Karloff. I actually kind of prefer Bride of Frankenstein, the original Bride of Frankenstein, to the original Frankenstein. Still a great film. I personally haven't seen this Frankenstein. I am very much captivated by a lot of the set design and cinematography of the stills and trailer I've seen in this film. So I will definitely look to watch this year at some point. But I do remember from when me and Nick actually discussed this for this episode. I remember you, Nick. You adored this film. I've never seen you go into so much detail and description about a plot as heavy as you did with this film, which is cool. So yeah, number 8 for Frankenstein for Nick. Once again, apologies to everyone. It's not the most exciting beginning to an episode, but hopefully from now on, you'll get a nice, good discussion about our number 7 down to number 1 of 2025 in horror. So, without further ado, let's do it. Right, so that's we're on number 7.
Yep.
Number 7, I have Together.
Oh, that was one of my kind of also scenes.
Yeah,
That was an honourable mention.
that wasn't in
for
between
me.
your 11 and 20.
No, it was an honourable mention.
Wow.
I had Together and Companion very close.
So was it? We didn't talk about it, obviously because I knew it was higher up on mine. But what was, for it being that far away? Was there stuff you did not like about it?
I thought it was an interesting idea. I liked Alison Brie and Dave Franco.
I agree. I really like them. I mean, it helps their couple in real life.
It does help, yeah. I felt it could have been a 45-minute Twilight Zone episode rather than a full film.
Interesting. It's a
yeah.
very simple premise of
Yeah.
a couple that are struggling to keep their love and relationship together, moving to the countryside.
I also hated the final big scene when they merge together, just because they're playing Two Become One by the Spice Girls, and it's just far too on the nose.
It's a little bit too
so cheesy.
Yeah, I'm sure there must have been another popular song out there that you could have been used that doesn't literally state what's happening. You know, it kind of hints at what's happening, but doesn't literally state, "Oh, to become one." Yeah, that was one of my points. I'm like, come on. There was also some light humor that I didn't think landed. There was a point where it's set up earlier on where they're moving into this new house, unboxing some things, and he's got a reciprocating saw.
Oh yeah,
and that that's going to come back into play later on. There's a point where their arms have merged. So there's a point they're going hiking in the woods, and they find it's like they fall into this cave.
Yeah,
and inside there's this pool, a little pool, and they're stuck in there. And they think, "Oh, we'll just drink that. It's drinking water." Turns out this water, you drink it. Is it ever established what if you're just one person that drinks it?
you eat yourself. I don't know.
Do you merge with yourself and become yourself?
I think maybe you have to merge with something else that's drinking at the same time, because happens to the dogs.
The dog at the beginning, the thing dog. I thought, yeah. So they both drink it, and over time they start to become kind of magnetized to each other.
Yeah.
In a way.
The best scene was heavily used in the trailer when she's driving and he's in the shower, just kind of flying back and forth.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. He's going wherever she is.
Well, the G-forces that affect her when she turns the corner, which makes her lean that way, he goes flying into the side of the shower. Yeah.
Yeah. So the scene with the reciprocating saw, their arms have merged, become one, and she is sat on him. I think I think he passed down. She's taped them up, something like that, and she's gotten the saw out and is about to cut through.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of joking around, a bit of like humor there, and I feel like things like that shouldn't land. There should be no humor there, really.
Yeah.
Unless your whole film is humor, comedy based.
Is that the bit when they're having sex and they can't detach?
Oh, now that was horrific. Because I get you kind of saw that coming. I feel like you kind of saw that coming, really.
But they're having sex at the school that she works at.
Yeah.
In the kids' toilet.
And she doesn't really get that much in trouble for it. The teacher that comes in knows.
Yeah. He literally sees Dave Franco's feet coming down off the...
I mean, that's disciplinary action, right?
That's
there.
Firing.
Yeah, and the rest.
And possible police
involvement.
Yes,
exactly, yes. But said teacher that comes in, we find out later, because he's the only other teacher that really
exists in
this school. He is part of this cult. That is...
he is two people.
He is two people because
he is himself and his boyfriend.
Yes, Alison Brie, Millie, I believe her name was. She goes to his house, and you're seeing all these pictures of him and his partner, but you never actually see his partner.
Yeah.
And you can kind of clock that if you look at the faces of both of those people in the picture, and you look at this other guy, you look like that guy, but you also kind of look like that guy a bit. And you get the revelation later that he is of two people.
Yeah.
He is him and his partner together. When two become one, you might say. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
I didn't like it anywhere near as much as you.
I like body horror. I love me some body horror.
I mean, it was both of our number one films last year, body horror.
Yeah, and there's another body horror coming up.
There definitely is, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just didn't... I enjoyed it, but I felt there were certain stretches in the film where it felt like it was dragging. They were just trying to make it reach feature length.
Understand.
And yeah, as I said, this could have been a really good Twilight Zone episode rather than being a full feature-length film.
I've never considered that, but that's a really good way of putting it. Yeah, for sure. What else we got? Body horror. I do the actual merging. Take away Spice Girls 2 become one. The merging at the end with the eyeballs was. I don't really do eyes that
pretty
well in
graphic.
horror.
Yeah,
it was very graphic, very well done. And I was surprised, to be fair, the amount you saw of them two merging together. I thought they would cut as if they were just merging, and then you cut to the end with her parents arriving.
And she's kind of this androgynous amalgamation of the pair.
Yeah. But I was very pleasantly surprised we got to see a lot of it. This trailer, I remember first seeing this trailer when I can't remember what film I'd gone to cinema to see. It might have been Companion, actually. And the trailers were Together and then Keeper. And I remember being, these two look great. But very similar vibes. Couple in the woods.
Yeah.
Cabin in the woods. Together's a lot better than Keeper, though.
Yeah, Keeper was boring.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 7. Together.
Cool.
Very happy with that.
My number 7. Let's open up the right one. I've got to keep flicking between the notes. Oh shit! I've just closed the fucking email.
And you emailed yourself?
Yeah, that's how I got. So I got the notes on my phone. I wrote them on my laptop, then emailed them to myself.
Did you write on a post-it, take a picture of it, then email that picture to yourself via Alta Vista?
Possibly. Number 7. Oh, I think it's going to be. It's definitely higher for you. It's The Ugly Stepsister.
Oh, that is higher up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to it.
We'll come back to that. Great. Okay. Numero 60. This is a me. This is the Toxic Avenger remake.
I've not seen it.
This, I think, is going to be very controversial to a lot of people, being number 6 out of the last 14 I've mentioned.
And being a horror, because it looks like a comedy.
I mean, the Toxic Avenger original is classed as a horror, but I mean, is it really? It's very subjective. I mean, yeah, this I've put this up.
My entire knowledge of the film,
yeah, go on.
I've never seen the original, is you've got a janitor who gets some toxic sludge spilled on him.
Melvin.
And is he called Melvin in both films?
No, he's Winston in this one.
Okay, so it's a slightly less of a Melvin name.
Yes.
Yeah. But, yeah, it gets toxic sludge and it disfigures him. And in my head, I don't know how correct this is, which is what I think.
No, you're good.
It disfigures him, it gives him superpowers, and then he starts to fight crime. That's what I think
That's
the
it.
film is. Oh, it is.
That's
Okay.
And then he has a love interest with a blind woman in the original. I'm telling you, the original is you. You will love the original. It's so dumb. Melvin, yeah, he's a janitor at a gym, but he...
What's a gime?
Yeah, he is... I mean, you know Troma, the studio that makes...
Yes.
It's... All Troma films are like this. They are silly, they're campy, they are not to be taken seriously. And they nail... I believe they nail this with the remake. There's a Reddit post I saw of someone going, Toxic Remake's more like a GCSE project. Yes! I want it to be dumb. I want it to be dumb and silly. But
So I know you've got Peter Dinklage.
Yes, who actually, unfortunately, I only found this out the other day, which I was quite annoyed. He doesn't don the suit or the prosthetics. That's not him.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a stunt woman doing it, which I would have thought Dinklage would have done it, but don't know the complications with that. But Dinklage, Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood.
Oh.
It's a fun cast, yeah. But just back to the original, yeah. So Melvin, the janitor at the gym. Outside the gym, two guys driving a 18-wheeler lorry with toxic waste.
Of course.
Barely strapped down barrels, open top barrels, I think.
Safest way to carry them, yeah.
And they park up outside the gym to do some coke. In a bag, and they're like this. They're like, oh yeah.
I need to put my mic down a bit on that little bit there. Jesus,
and
I wasn't expecting that.
They're wild, these films. And Melvin's getting bullied. He gets set up to wear a tutu in front of everyone. He's embarrassed, and he's distressed. Jumps out the window. Maybe pushed or jumps out the window. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Falls into the toxic waste. Climbs out. They're all like, ah, ha, 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 as horrible people would be in these films. Goes home and just sits in the bath while his skin mutates, falls off, muscles blister. His face is all gross. While his mum's in the door going, "All right in there, Melvin." He's like, ah. And literally from that point afterwards, he's big, strong, toxic Avenger, fights crime with his mop. I think, if I remember rightly, in the original, it's been a while since I've seen it. The original, big bad story of the original Toxic Avenger is some corrupt counsellors or housing development or something. It's not that extreme, but he solves crime on the way. Something that happens in this film, which is a diner. I guess it would be like a Burger King. I can't remember what it's called. Gets held up, and in the original, it's pretty graphic how he saves the day and kills the robbers.
Yeah,
call them. And that happens in this. There's a couple of callbacks. This one, he is a janitor at it's like a health and beauty company.
Yeah.
Let's say like a L'Oreal, where they produce skincare products and whatnot, which is run by Kevin Bacon, evil billionaire.
Yeah. He of Hollow Man.
Yes, he of famed Hollow Man. Yes, not of Tremors. I would have thought you'd say.
I thought I'd go for his worst one. I love
Hollow Man's awful.
Hollow Man's awful, but I've
really
seen it
shit.
multiple times.
Why?
Tremors is good.
Of course, Tremors is perfect. Tremors is a perfect film. Anyway.
Yep.
He gets told he has a inoperable tumor. I think it's tumoral cancer. Well, anyway, he's going to die. And his insurance from the company that he works for won't pay for it. And there's just a really funny scene where he's on the phone. He's got the gold package, which should cover all these things, but the platinum package doesn't cover this specific one, so he has to get that, and he hasn't got the right package, and he's just losing his mind. He goes to confront the boss, Kevin Bacon, if he can help him with money or whatnot. Says yes, but then in reality he's like, no, get this fucker out of my face. So he takes it upon himself to steal the money from the company. In doing so, falls into toxic waste, and that is how we get our Toxic Avenger. Rest of the film, solving crime, defeating the evil. Elijah Wood is Kevin Bacon's younger brother, who basically looks like... Have you seen actually what he looks like?
No.
I need to show you what he's like. I want to see what you would describe him as. Elijah Wood, the Toxic Avenger. Here we go.
He looks like the Penguin.
Yeah.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of like oh, your camera's gone. We'll fix that in a minute. He is kind of like Kevin Bacon's servant, but he's also his brother.
Yeah.
So it's basically a redemption story for the person who screwed him out of getting insurance to help him with this tumor. It's great. All the kills are really gory. The prosthetics on, unfortunately, not Peter Dinklage, is great. The suit looks great. There's a lot of good subtle humor. I know a camera will be panning, but there'll be a funny poster gag here, or you'll hear something on the radio that's a funny gag. It's just very subtle humor. It's not very in-your-face humor like a Airplane or Naked Gun, which is still great. But for a film like this, I think the subtlety works. I loved it.
Okay.
I thought it was great.
I thought we should talk about this.
I thought it was one of the two remakes that pleasantly surprised me this year.
Oh, I know the other one. I know the other one because I know what came out.
they take a lot to really nail horror remakes these days.
Yep.
They're very forgetful.
Or bad. Like the
Yeah.
remake of Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, Nightmare on Elm Street. Awful. What else did they put? Didn't take itself seriously. Yeah. Dinklage, Bacon, Wood, all great. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I know again it's 6. There's like
But weren't they trying to not release it or something?
Yeah,
Like the studio didn't want to release it or something.
So I don't know the details behind the production. Hell, it was made. This is another thing.
It was made years ago, wasn't it?
2023, but it released in the UK 2025.
Yeah,
which is why it's on this list. But again, The Long Walk is behind it.
Not for you, not for me.
No, I know. Weapons, which is the greatest film ever, apparently, is behind it. Yeah,
cool.
I loved it. It's my list. Bollocks to you all. Right, we'll be right back. All right, apologies there, folks. Where were we?
My number 6. My number 6 is Good Boy.
Yeah, I never got around to it.
Written by Ben Leonberg and Alex Cannon. No other notable works. Directed by Ben Leonberg. His first ever feature film.
Was this one you mentioned back in the summer? Can't remember.
Possibly, yeah.
The one we just talked about, maybe in the autumn or so. Yeah.
It's the dog.
Yeah, it's the dog one. Yeah.
Starring Indy, the director's dog, and some actors who aren't well known. That's this.
Some actors that aren't well known.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, Indy's owner Todd has a chronic lung condition. He moves into his late grandfather's uninhabited, isolated house deep in the woods. Indy senses there's something off in the house. Indy seeing stuff. And it's like a presence, a shape. But of course, the human, Todd, can't see it. Todd gets more ill over time, and the presence seems to kind of be making him sicker and having some type of effect over him. Todd ends up getting very angry with Indy and locks up, puts Indy in like a doghouse out in the yard. Yeah. Todd ends up dying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Todd dies.
Oh, geez.
Indy kind of breaks free from the doghouse chain, goes back into the house. Todd ends up dying. And Todd realizes he's dead when he's standing next to his own body. He's like, oh, fuck, I'm dead, type of thing.
Right.
The presence is kind of dragging him down into the basement, and Indy's following. And Todd realizes he's dead, and realizes Indy's trying to follow him. He's like, you're a good boy.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Because he's been mean to Indy for the last couple of days, so he's realizes, oh, shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm going to have to go. And then the next day, Todd's sister arrives, finds his body, finds Indy, takes Indy home. She's like, oh, get in the car, Indy. And then Indy hears the whistle, which is Todd's way of attracting...
Dog whistle, yeah.
No, not a dog whistle.
Oh,
kind
really?
Kind of like
oh, right,
whatever.
I see. Yeah, yeah.
He hears it, and he's like, no, I've got to leave.
It's the dog, though, right? The dog is the best thing about
it's from
it, really.
the dog's eye view.
Yeah.
So all the camera shots are from low down.
Yeah.
Which makes the film unique anyway, because nothing like that's been done. The director said that after rewatching The Poltergeist, the way that the dog's hackles raise, the dog kind of senses something's wrong before anyone else does. He thinks that's kind of a trope you get in a lot of films. The dog notices a ghost before anyone else does. Let's do a haunted house film from the point of view of the dog.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
And the performance by this dog is incredible.
Yeah,
genuinely so good. A lot of the kind of horror award type things have made special categories specifically so the dog can win an award. However, some of them put the dog in with like lead actor and had the dog win anyway.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What else have I got? 70,000 budget.
You haven't got to pay the dog anything.
It made 8.7 million, so it's over 100 times. Oh, and the poster design for this.
Poster's great.
That was what I wanted to show you.
Yeah, show me again. Yeah, I think the poster's superb. Yeah.
And one other thing, you never see a clear shot of any actor's face when they're alive. Okay. So you never get a clear shot of Todd's face until he's dead. Then you see his face.
It's always cut off with like the chin or something.
It's just kind of obscured by something.
Yeah.
I think it may be the way that dogs don't see faces the same. I don't know if that's an idea, but he watches a video from his granddad that he made before he died. Because the granddad's dead, we can see the granddad's face clearly in the video. But when Todd goes to talk to the neighbour, you don't see the neighbour's face properly. You don't see his sister's face properly at any point in the film.
Interesting.
So only when a character dies do you see their face clearly. I thought this was a very interesting idea.
Dogs are also colourblind, I believe, right?
I think so, yeah. Or they have a different colour palette of vision. Yeah, what I mean.
Because this film isn't in POV, it's just in its perspective.
Yes.
Because if you did it in its POV...
It's more third person than first person, so kind of over the dog's shoulder type thing.
But the dog's the lead. The dog is the main.
The dog is that carries the movie. It's such a great performance. And the important thing is the dog survives.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping for.
There's that website, I think I mentioned it before in a previous episode, doesthedogdie.com or whatever, just to tell you. And the Indy survives.
Indy, okay.
And it's so good.
It's also a short film, I believe, from what I saw. It's like 70 minutes or 75 minutes?
It's under 80.
Yeah.
It's not a long film. I saw it at the cinema with someone who doesn't like horror films. My girlfriend, Michelle, and she was a lot more kind of than I was, because I'm very desensitized to this type of stuff. But she enjoyed it as well. So it was enjoyed by kind of a non-horror aficionado. And I, as a horror fan, I fucking loved this. It's unique. I'd say it's the most unique film of all the films I've watched this year.
Oh, not many other dog leads in the film, so that would stand out.
But the idea of having it like shot from an animal's point of view type of thing.
That is the most unique
Never seen
part.
that before.
No, that's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's brand new. I was going to say, I don't really notice ratings for films these days, unless you're in the cinema and it says it right at the beginning.
Yeah.
You used to get them on posters.
I think it was a 15.
I was about to say, you used to get them on posters.
Yeah.
But, again, Good Boy, it's a 15.
I think so, yeah.
So does it have aspects of gore?
No, it's all... It'll be a 15 because it's kind of a psychological, imposing threat. It's scary. It builds tension and dread. There's no big gory bits and no horrible... Yeah. There's some parts that are kind of, you think, oh, is the dog okay? But this film, I shit you not, got an award from PETA. The people who eat and torture animals...
But they hate everything.
They gave this film an award. I'm guessing that the dog was really well treated in the filming.
Pick and choose your battles, Peter.
Yeah, but no,
God.
If you watch this film...
I will.
You will eventually love this fucking dog's performance.
It's one that had missed the radar throughout binging through 2012 for the films. Yeah, I will. Good, I'm glad it survives.
I say, when I saw it at the cinema, it was so fucking hard to find at a cinema.
Really? I thought it was...
It didn't get particularly wide... It was out, but...
wide distribution?
You get like... It's shown once today. Type of thing. Or it's actually not being shown on Tuesday, but it'll be back on Wednesday. It did not have that wide of...
And how was the crowd? How was your audience? You remember?
Fucking pin drop. They were
good.
The film draws you in and keeps you there.
Good.
Because every single person in that screening was scared for the dog.
That's how they got you in. That's how they say. That's good. It's good.
All films will be from the dog's perspective. Then everyone will shut the fuck up and get off their phones.
Good. Awesome. Okay, so that was your number 6.
Oh yeah.
So my number 5, The Ugly Stepsister.
That was my number 7, I think. Yes. So yeah, we could talk about it.
Written
and directed by Emily Blichfeld.
Yes, Norwegian
film, and starring some Norwegian actors and actresses.
I got to about 15 minutes in. I was like, what language is this? I don't recognise it. Is it made up? Because I think
is it made up?
Because I mean the setting is based on the Cinderella folklore. It's not
folklore. It's a fairy tale.
Sorry, yes.
Brothers Grimm story.
But the locations aren't specific locations. I don't think. No, that's
it's just kind of somewhere.
Yeah. And to see it was Norwegian, that's quite interesting.
I actually watched the dubbed version, not the subbed version.
Oh, did you?
So for me, it was like, they're English.
I watched the subbed. This was one I found on Reddit when I was trying to make the list of films to catch up on.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, it's a sleeper hit. Ugly Stepsister is a hidden gem that normally
I saw a trailer for it. Not at the cinema. I think I saw I think it was maybe a YouTube trailer, and I didn't skip after 5 seconds. I watched the whole thing because
I never saw the trailer. Did this trailer incorporate much of the? Did it spoil much? Would you say?
No, you see her with the kind of nose mask thing on.
God, the nose.
But no, when she's got the mask.
No,
on
I know.
afterwards,
I'm thinking of why she gets the mask.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? It's called The Ugly Stepsister.
Yeah.
And
she's not ugly.
I know it's no. I
know that's the beauty of the title.
I'm far dumber, but you need to get this, mate. It's called The Ugly Stepsister.
Yeah.
It's called like a fairy tale horror.
Yeah.
Literally, it wasn't until they called her Cinderella I realised, oh shit, it's Cinderella. My brain just didn't piece that together somehow.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking obvious as well. But someone didn't pick up on it.
Okay, I have my thing with presents. You have this, okay? We're even. That's 1 for 1. I mean, I kind of got it from the slipper. The poster I saw for it was the slipper.
Oh, I don't recall seeing a poster.
I watched it on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I had the poster.
I saw it on
the logo.
I think Shudder.
Shudder via Amazon
Yeah,
Prime.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Another great body horror. There are some very
okay, so
stomach churning moments in
there's some bits
body
you
horror
feel
aspects.
so bad for Elvira.
Yeah,
You've
being put through this agonizing pain.
So yeah, she gets her nose broken so she can get it redone.
How?
Just a fucking chisel.
No anesthetic.
No.
Chisel right to the
This is after she gets her braces off.
Yeah, we don't see that. We just hear, right? If I'm right thinking.
She's kind of in the background.
Yeah, we don't. There's nothing happens.
I think
there.
the mum is looking at a book of noses whilst she's getting the braces ripped off. They pick a
book
nose.
Of British noses.
Break the nose. Gives her the mask whilst it's healing.
The eyelashes. Fake
that's
eyelash.
later on, but they stitch them on.
It's like a fishing hook. It looks like a fishing hook.
No, that's how you do stitches.
Oh, is it a round hook? I had no idea.
It's a hooked needle.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, so
you can hook around
because you can't just use a straight needle because otherwise then you've got to kind of bunch up the
that
skin
makes
to
sense.
get through.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's
makes
how
sense.
you use a fish hook.
I
I think it's called a fish hook needle actually.
Just the fact it's there.
But it's in the eyes. But that for me wasn't the worst part.
Was it the foot?
No.
Okay.
That is from Grimm's fairy tale.
Yes, it is.
The cutting off.
It's actually.
Although I hate the part where the mum walks in and is like, she's done the wrong foot. And then just cuts off the other. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. What was the word?
Okay. I'll cut to it. There's a few things we need to mention as well. So, her teacher at the finishing schools, so, I feel like I'm really fat. And the teacher gives a fucking, here's a tapeworm.
Here's
what
a tapeworm.
Fuck?
I just keep these on my person for emergencies.
So she swallows that, and then she's feeling sick, and she vomits up tapeworm eggs later on.
Oh, right at the finale.
Oh, yeah, just flying through this film.
Yeah.
But,
no, it's fine.
I thought, okay, after the feet are done, it's the noise that she makes when she face plants the floor after falling down the stairs. She slides down the stairs on her front, she breaks her nose and breaks her tooth. And it's the crunch noise. The Foley artist did such a good job there. The noise that is made just made me...
It reminded me of when we talked about Faculty.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name. She's in the pool.
Oh, she face plants.
Yeah.
And then blood.
And then there's no blood in the next scene. But still, it's the crunch.
Stokely,
yes. It's the crunch. And that it reminded me of that. Yeah, you're completely right. That was
I mean, the bit
really
where she's
bad.
vomiting out the tapeworm and it's just bigger and bigger and bigger and she's fully gagging as her throat is blocked and then suddenly it comes out in one big bleh.
Are there multiple, though?
I think it might be in bits.
I think there's multiple. Yeah.
Possibly, but she gets rid of them.
Yeah.
And then her and her sister like, okay... her sister's like, okay, we're going to go. Let's steal some of Mum's jewels.
Yeah.
We need to get away from her. And then they go in the bedroom and Mum's just busy like sucking off some nobleman.
There's 2 penises in this film. It's just, they're right there in front of you. Yeah. I was very surprised by that, to be fair. The story is it's basically the same, but kind of in reverse, really, because Agnes,
Cinderella,
who is Cinderella. It's not about her.
No, her story is happening in the background.
Yeah. I love that her dad is just rotting the whole time.
just leaving him in an empty room, slowly dying.
You won't even bury,
rotting. Yeah,
because they got no money.
No, all the money's gone on making Elvira beautiful. Elvira was not an ugly Elvira was fine.
Just sort the hair out. The hair was awful. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, just take off the glasses, let your hair go free. You're no longer a librarian. You're a beautiful person.
Oh, she had a ponytail and paint-covered overalls. Oh, she's so ugly.
But yeah, it was a good film.
It's a very good film. I think it's unfortunate for a lot of these films, like something like The Damned, like you talked about, where they're not promoted, they're not publicised.
Yeah.
But they're sitting right there, and I wouldn't have known about this if I didn't go onto Reddit, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's a word of mouth.
I mean, if I didn't watch it, you'd have brought it up.
Yep.
And I've been like, oh, that sounds good. Maybe I'll watch that at some point. Maybe never get around to it, but I guess sometimes you got to just take the chance.
Of all the films I watched this year, this one, the one that made you kind of go, oh God, second worst. There's a worse one coming up, which I think you know exactly what film we're talking about. But this is the film.
Oh God, yeah.
This is the film that made me kind of like grit my teeth, because the body horror parts in this film are visceral and brutal, and it's the sound design for what is going on as well. Like when he hits her with the chisel, but also the kind of breaking bone sound.
A little trickle of blood and her scream, and it's silent. There's no tense music.
No.
The practical effects, though, like the close up of her eyelashes being put in, I'm like,
how have they done this?
How the fuck are you doing this? Because you're so close to her eyes. Oh, it's brilliant.
It's a great idea to take a well-known fairy tale, and just think let's go from the antagonist point of view.
Yeah, I love the end though that she gets away. She gets away with her sister.
Yeah, with her mutilated feet and her broken face and her missing teeth and her emaciated body and her hair all falling out because the tapeworm. She gets away. She's going to die in the fucking woods in about 3 weeks' time, but she escaped.
Her mutilated feet. Yeah, well, like you mentioned there, she cut the wrong one, but the toes are just hanging on.
Yeah.
And the camera sort of dollies through the wounds in a way. Oh, it's a bit of dry humour, like you said with the mum. She's like, oh, you've cut the wrong foot.
Yeah.
The other sister is barely brought up at all throughout the film.
There are two stepsisters. It's one of the things that always is in Cinderella. There's always two stepsisters. So the other one isn't old enough. She's not one of the virgins that the prince wants to meet. And then she has her period and immediately hides up because if my mum finds out that I am now of age, she's going to start doing all this shit she did Elvira to me as well. Yeah. Fuck that.
Elvira being the daughter of the wealthy widow.
Rebecca. No, not wealthy. That's the problem.
Sorry. Thought to be wealthy, yes.
Rebecca thinks that Otto's wealthy. Otto thinks that Rebecca's wealthy. Yes. And they marry and they realise they're both fucking poor.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant film. I had quite a lot of notes. I feel like we've just rushed through them all, which is great. There is the ugly one, quotation marks, is in fierce, bloody beauty battle with her stepsister Agnes. It means lamb of God. I wrote that as I was watching the film.
Didn't even occur to me. Then again, I didn't realise it was fucking Cinderella until they literally called her Cinderella.
It wasn't even a coconut cake at the party. The prince, just before we move on,
he's a dickhead.
He's such an arsehole. Yeah. He's such an arsehole. And his friends are as well.
Yeah. But Elvira's like, oh, I can probably change him. No, he's a dickhead.
I can change, yeah. No surgery, fake eyelashes. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's brilliant. Highly recommended. Your number 5?
I think you mentioned it. 28 years later.
Yeah, that was my number 9.
So, 28 years later, set 28 years after the first film. So it's set in 2030, because the first one was 2002 words.
202.
So, written by Alex Garland, who did 28 Days Later, wrote Dread.
Danny Boyle produced, I think he was involved, right?
Civil War. Directed by Danny Boyle.
Oh, sorry. I thought Alex Garland directed as well, but Danny Boyle was just involved, right?
Garland wrote 28 Days Later, wrote Dread, and he
Yes.
wrote and directed Civil War.
Yeah.
And Danny Boyle, Trainspotting.
Yeah.
28, yeah.
Yeah.
Starring Judith Comer, Nothing I Know. I don't know anything she's in. She's the mum. Aaron Taylor Johnson, who I mostly know from Kick-Ass, but he was also in like Godzilla and Bullet Train.
Bullet Train, highly underrated film.
Jack O'Connell.
Yeah, he's in it.
Who is he's known from Sinners, and he's
Skins.
the gang leader in Eden Lake.
Jodie Comer. That's who you meant.
Yeah.
She's been around. She's been in some big films.
We've got Alfie Williams. It's his first major role. He's the kid Spike.
He's brilliant.
And we've got Rafe Fiennes, who is in Too Much to List.
Ray Fiennes, when I saw the marketing material for this, I thought he was big evil in this film. I thought he was...
Oh, they do a good job of kind of misdirection.
Oh, big time. He could not be more...
Good.
Yeah. In this film. The best part of the misdirection is who is eventually the big evil towards the end.
But they're really the big evil for the next film.
Yes.
So we got... the idea in this universe is that mainland Europe got rid of the rage virus pretty quickly. But the British Isles are quarantined. It's still there.
Yeah, because at the end of 28 weeks, it hits France, I believe. When they get the helicopter, they fly over to France, I believe.
I can't remember.
I'm fairly certain it hits France.
The idea is that it wasn't just Europe. It wasn't just the UK.
No.
But in this universe now, the rest of the world is fine. Britain's fucked.
They escape from New York, Britain, seal it off. Literally with quarantine, like boats, patrolling.
Yes, literally.
Yeah, quite literally, yeah.
So we got a small island where Spike lives with his mum and dad. Spike's going with his first foray to the mainland. It's a big kind of... It's a coming-of-age type thing.
Yeah, everyone does it.
So he goes there with his dad. He sees a fire in the distance. They end up going back. I'm really skimming things.
No, that's cool. It's cool.
And he speaks to the family friend who is looking after his mum whilst they're away. Talks about the fire.
Ill as well.
She's got some type of mental problem, physical mental problem. But, of course, there's no doctors there. Then don't know what it is. And the friend's like, oh, that's probably old Dr. Ian, whatever his name is, Cromer. I've got it written down.
Dr. Bob.
Kelson. Dr. Kelson, he used to live over there.
Dr.
Yeah, it's probably him.
Cheeks.
A little behind.
He's doing this right. Sorry.
So the dad is having an affair with somebody else in the village because mum is fucked.
Yep. Gonna get his leg over
And
somehow.
Spike is like, all right, well, there's a doctor there. Why don't we go and help them? And dad's like, it's far too dangerous. So Spike takes his mum to the mainland, and of course the mainland's connected by a causeway which washes away in the tide.
Yeah.
And decides to take them through. On the way, they meet a Swedish kind of marine type guy who was on one of the quarantine boats that...
Yeah, he's the
got
last one
attacked.
left alive out of his squad.
So the mum helps to deliver a baby. There's a pregnant zombie that delivers a baby. The baby isn't pregnant. Sorry, the baby isn't pregnant. The baby isn't
This bothered
isn't
me
infected.
so much in the film.
Why?
My mind went back to
Zack Snyder?
Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yep.
The baby is connected to the mum, quite literally, inside. The mum is infected, therefore the baby becomes infected.
Yep.
I did not like that the baby... I didn't like the fact that she wanted to help give birth as well to this thing that could potentially kill her.
She's not all there mentally.
No, I gathered that. The boy didn't try and stop her, right?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the baby comes out absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that scene.
No.
I really didn't like that scene.
But anyway, then the marine guy shoots the zombie, and then Samson arrives.
Samson!
Just rips his head off. Naked,
big boy.
zombie.
Big boy. Yeah.
So they run off, and they find Dr. Kelson, who sedates Samson, and tells him, oh, he's called Samson. All right, so the doctor says, examines the mum, you have got advanced terminal cancer.
Yeah.
And mum's like, oh, all right, can you kill me? And he's like, yeah, all right. So she spends her last night with her son, Spike, and then the doctor kills her, and then cuts her head off, burns all the skin off, cleans it, because it turns out that he has been taking all the bones from all these dead infected, all these dead survivors that were killed, and making kind of a monument to their memories.
Hence the bone temple.
And Spike understands it.
Yeah.
And he puts his mum up there, and then takes the baby back to the village, leaves it on the outside with a note saying, "This baby is now called Isla after my mum. I'll be back when I'm ready." Goes back to the island. So it goes back to Britain, the mainland.
Yeah, it is an island.
Yeah. And gets attacked by some zombies and is saved by the Jimmies. And we'll leave it there because that leads into the next film.
We'll leave it there, but we just need to talk about the Jimmies for a second.
Well, it's important because
so important.
Because in this film, anything that happened after 2002 didn't happen. In our world. One thing is Jimmy Savile was never outed.
Yep.
And two, the Sycamore Gap tree was never knocked down.
Yeah. I noticed that.
That's why it's still there.
But that is a very, if anyone's listening who's not of United Kingdom, pretty much, I'd say, is not aware of the Sycamore Gap. It was a very famous old tree.
Yeah.
But then
right next to Hadrian's Wall, which used to disconnect England from Scotland.
Yeah, it's also very photogenic.
It's one of the most photographed trees in the world. It's like basically you've got two hills with a valley between them, and the tree was right in the valley. It was the only tree around.
Yeah, stunning.
It looked amazing, and a couple of cunts cut it down a few years ago, and they got 4 years each in prison for it.
Was it that long?
Oh yeah,
sick, awesome,
well deserved.
Yeah, but I noticed that I clocked it in the film. But the Jimmies, as we've learned in the past few weeks since Bone Temple have come out,
yep,
not a lot of people outside of the UK are apparently very aware of Mr. Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
One of the worst crimes in recent memory.
Paedophile, necrophile, hiding behind a charity.
But what didn't help, I guess, in the sense was he's one of the most famous people in the last 50 years of this country for entertainment purposes.
His non-private life, he hid his private life well. He did a lot of charity work. He had TV shows. He was beloved. He had multiple TV
Household
shows
name.
aimed at kids. He hosted Top of the Pops for when it was a big show. I mean, everyone knows him. Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows him.
One of the most famous people for a long time. And after he died, it was discovered he was a massive, monstrous sex offender.
Yeah.
Children and corpses. And
it was really bad. Really bad.
But of course, in this film, that didn't happen. So in this film, he's still this kind of beloved children's character.
But the thing with that, though, is at the beginning of the film where we see... Because his name is Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's watching Teletubbies.
Yeah.
With the other girls. I like the intro again. The intro goes hard. Like 28 weeks later intro goes really hard. It just happened.
Not as good as 28 weeks later.
No.
But very few films are going to beat that intro. Don't spill that.
Don't worry, I've got it. Oh no! Would it have worked? But I don't think it would, because that would have been around 2002, right? That's when the outbreak happened.
Yes, in this franchise, yeah.
So no one would have been watching any Savile shows around then, really. Savile wasn't around. Savile wasn't on TV.
Not so much, no.
So where is it? Is it? Maybe it's established in Bone Temple. I haven't seen it yet. Why he goes down the route of the Jimmy Savile cosplay, cult-like aspect, because it's not established earlier on. Just because his name's Jimmy.
He's a bit older, so he would have maybe watched it when he was younger.
He's not. How old is he?
Well, they're watching the Teletubbies with like some 4 or 5 year olds, but he's maybe 12 at that time.
Okay, so he was born in 1990. I was born in 89. I don't remember watching anything on TV around the 90s with Savile.
I was born in 86.
Quite prolific.
No, I mean
on the TV.
Because
he wasn't.
Joe Will Fix It was still on.
In the 90s?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, obviously the Louis Theroux, but he wouldn't have watched that, I don't think.
But it could also have been that they were watching like old recorded TV shows, so maybe they watched it there.
Final episode 94, but it started in 75. So they might have been like reruns or whatever. But yeah, that was one thing I was a bit curious about as to how we went from A to B. How we got to this point. You've seen Bone Temple?
Yes.
Okay, without spoiling, it doesn't establish it?
No.
Interesting.
Other things in this film, they spliced in footage from Henry V. Just some odd footage that comes on with like arrows being fired and stuff that isn't part of this film.
Yes, you're right.
And there's a poem, I wrote down the poem's name, called Boots, which you hear throughout the film being spoken. But I remember vividly the trailer for this film was fucking amazing. It was the poem Boots being recited, and the poem Boots I think was from, I've not written it down, I think it was from like the early 1900s, maybe 1903 or something, and they recorded it being read maybe 1915, 1920, and they were using that recording for the trailer and intersplicing it with different shots from the film and also some just Boots marching and stuff. And the trailer for this film, I'm going to say, was the best trailer of last year. The trailer for this film was so good, and it
I'll
made
go back
you
and
want
watch
to
it. Yeah, I'll go back and check it out.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's ended perfectly setting up another film.
It did. The ending, I would always say to someone, never in a million years, if you know nothing about this film, will you ever guess how this film ends. And that's brilliant. I love when people do that, when directors do that.
You got a bunch of Jimmy Saviles doing Power Rangers shit.
And they go like parkour as well.
they're like Power Rangers, kind of slashing around and flipping around. What the fuck is going on here?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so that's what your number. That was your number
5.
5. Okay. So 4, 3, 2, 1 to go.
Yep.
Okay. Final 4, sir.
What's your 4?
Sinners.
We'll come back to it. My 4...
Sinners.
It's later for me, so we'll come back to it.
I know it is. I know where it is.
Yeah. My number 4 is The Long Walk, which you mentioned earlier on.
Yep.
So, written by J.T. Molnar. I don't know any of his other work. And based on the 1979 Richard Bachman novel. Bachman was Stephen King. Yeah, everyone knows this now. Directed by Francis Lawrence, who did Constantine, I Am Legend, and all the Hunger Games films except for the first one.
Constantine's the best one out of all of those films you just mentioned.
The Hunger Games are good.
Personally, I think Constantine.
I Am Legend was good, but it missed the point of the fucking book.
Yeah.
Anyway, starring Cooper Hoffman, who is the son of Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Is he?
I didn't know that until
Brilliant.
I looked it up.
Love Philip Seymour Hoffman.
David Johnson, who played Andy the android in Alien Romulus.
Yep.
Mark Hamill, who no one's heard of him, and Judy Greer, best known for Jurassic World. No, she's not. An Archer and Arrested Development. So
the Halloween trilogy, new Halloween trilogy.
Yeah, I know, but I thought Jurassic World's more important
for a horror podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all the other kind of actors are people you don't really know, because often they're not in the film for very long. Simple premise. You've got 50 walkers. They've got to walk constantly and stay above 3 miles an hour. If you go below 3 miles an hour 3 times, you get warning, warning, warning. Third warning, you buy your ticket. But they don't explain what that means at first.
No, they don't.
So I watched this again with my girlfriend at the cinema, and I hadn't clued her in on, what the film was.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to ruin that surprise.
Because when you read the book, they don't explain it either.
Oh,
they just say, "Oh, you're going to buy your ticket," and you think, "Oh, well, after 3, I guess they get eliminated." No, they get fucking shot. And the first time it happens in the book, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Same in the film. If you're not expecting it, it's suddenly very jarring.
Trailer gives it away. Trailer really gives that away.
It does, but if you have not watched the trailer,
yeah, of course, yeah.
Which my girlfriend hadn't, it was very kind of. So, this film is basically a buddy movie. Like a bunch of kids going to camp making new friends, but everyone apart from one is going to die, which makes it fucking depressing and dark.
Yep. It's almost like don't make friends.
You, as the viewer, grow to love some of these characters.
Oh,
they're really lovely,
brilliant,
and
absolutely brilliant.
The characters themselves, they grow to become friends with each other. But in the back of your mind, they're all going to die except for one. None of these friendships can survive.
It's they're not worth making friendships.
But they have to, because it's the only way they can survive.
Yeah.
So, I think the heart and soul of the film, I've forgotten his name, is David Johnson, the guy who plays Andy in Romulus.
Agreed. He's brilliant.
The main character is Ray Garrity, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid. And the film, despite the fact that I've read the book multiple times and loved this book, still managed to surprise me.
Okay. Is that because
the ending is different?
I know
to the
they
book.
changed the ending. Yeah.
Well, the ending in the book is ambiguous. Ray wins.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't stop. He keeps going. He sees someone ahead of him. He has to keep going. And you're suddenly thinking, has he just died anyway? And now this is just his afterlife. This film ends with Ray stopping. And then the other guy whose name I've not fucking written down. Pete. Yeah. Pete wins.
Yeah.
But then Pete takes Ray's idea and gets the Major's gun and shoots the Major.
The wish you're allowed, yeah.
And then suddenly, there's silence around him. The crowd suddenly stops. But you're thinking, but have they stopped because he's now been killed immediately afterwards?
Like the rest of the army are going to take him
They've
out.
just immediately shot him.
Yeah.
He shot the Major. They've immediately shot him in response. And now that's why it's silent for him, because he's dead. Or is he still alive? And they've just been quiet.
It cuts very quickly as well.
It does.
We just end.
Yeah.
We just end there, yeah.
So, it was such an emotional movie. It was so good. Also,
it was really good.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful
Really
shot.
well shot. Some really good long shots as well.
The acting, I thought, was superb.
The young...
Every character.
The young guys who are just... There's 50 of them.
Yeah.
And they all kind of... The ones we
get to know maybe 5 or 6, but there's still others we get to
a few more.
really get involved with, yeah.
So, the 3 main changes from the book.
Okay.
One is there are 50 walkers. In the book, there's 100.
Oh, wow.
Ray is still number 47, though.
Okay.
3 miles an hour. In the book, it's 4 miles an hour. I think they realised that's going to be a bit difficult.
Yeah.
And Ray wins, not Pete.
Yep.
But they're still very ambiguous. It's just... The thing is, I've been wanting to see this film since I read the book.
Yeah. For quite some time.
Well, in the 80s... I didn't read the book, but in the 80s they tried to make this into a film, and they had, like, George A. Romero was set to direct it.
Oh, wow.
But they were really struggling with, like, how do we write this? So from the 80s, it's been mooted around to try and get it made. And they tried again in the 90s. In the early 2000s, I think Frank Darabont, I think, bought the rights to it. He did, like, Shawshank and stuff.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
In the Mist.
And then he got rid of the rights, or they reverted back, so it wasn't made or whatever. And it finally got made. And when it first went into production, it would have been maybe 2022, maybe 2023, when they started, casting and all the stuff that you need to do.
Yeah, pre-production.
I've been waiting for this film since I first heard about that. I've been waiting for this film for years. And I was so happy with the
expectations.
Results. It at least matched them. I was not disappointed. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. The reason it's not higher on my list is just because it's not that horror. There are some horrific things happening.
The aspect of it is horrifying.
It's a
this
exactly.
dystopian world that it's set in, really.
But there are more horrible films coming up.
Yeah, I get that.
But it is a beautiful film.
Are we meant to? Because the one thing I took away, and I think I get suckered in. My brain gets suckered into fine details like this in films. Are we meant to just not think about the logistics of how far they're walking without stopping, things like that?
That's the whole point.
No, I know, but as a human, I calculated it was basically London to Edinburgh without stopping. With what they got, they have rations, right?
Yeah. So they get rations once a day, and they get their water canteen whenever they want it.
Is that humanly possible?
I don't know.
Because it got to nearly 400 miles, I believe, and I was.
So
that's something that really started to take it out of me.
It's possible to be awake for that long,
but exert energy at a constant rate.
I've no idea. I think that's not what I want to take away from the film.
It's unfortunately something I was taken away from it, and I tried not to. I tried to ignore it and tried to enjoy it, but that was because they start putting up how many miles they've done. As it started getting into like the 250s, the 300, like, hang on a minute, this is getting a little bit silly now.
Yeah,
and that's fine. Horror films and films can be silly and made up and crazy, but we're meant to believe, okay, it's another world. It's another dystopian US world. It might as well fucking be the USA now. I think is it the 80s or 70s?
It was written in the 80s.
But it's not set modern day, is it?
I don't know when it's set.
Because they talk about war, which I assume was Vietnam War.
I don't know when it's set.
Okay. Even so, that pushed it up the list for me a bit. I seen the trailer and I knew about the film. I thought they got breaks. Like, you've been walking for 24 hours straight. Here's your break. Right, let's go. I didn't realize they were just walking.
Yeah.
I mean, that adds to the horrifying aspect of it. But I was constantly maybe like halfway from the beginning, halfway 250 miles or so. I was like,
you're waiting for their break.
Let me just get Google Maps up and check what's Newcastle, London to Newcastle. Okay, what's London to Edinburgh? Jesus, they're still going. Yeah, that's what started. That's what pushed it back down the list for me a bit. But maybe I shouldn't take him too seriously. All the acting's great.
It's like one of two Richard Bachman dystopian future films that came out in the year as well.
Was there one?
Running Man's the other one.
Oh right, yeah, of course.
But it's definitely not horror.
Not horror. Oh,
it's not. It's a fun, goofy thriller.
But the theme of it.
The theme of it is just
I mean,
Stephen
horror.
King writes good dystopian future.
Yeah. This was violent.
Yeah.
Very gory. This film, a lot more gory than I thought.
The bit where the kid get his legs run over.
Yep.
And then they're standing over. Still, this is your first warning. This is your second. That's straight from the book.
Stop giving him warnings. Just shoot him.
It's straight from the book, and it's as bad as it is in the book. But you're right. Just fucking put him out of his misery. I think Ray might yell that at him. Just fucking put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Nice little role for Mark Hamill. He's always great
as the Major.
Yeah, everything else we talked about the ending, questioning the amount of miles they're already walking, intriguing premise, acting's absolutely solid, and it looks beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. So mine was number 11 for that, and that was your number
4. Yeah.
Films 3, 2, and 1 to be continued in part 3. Hope you enjoy.